keeping it real, ain't nothing but gold on my grill, yo. Steel toe, Timberland jeans hanging to the floor. Who be laying it down, town to town when they do a show? 8-ball, MJG, pimping through this industry. If you never heard, yeah, we representing Tennessee. Orange Mound, you wanna die? Go down there, play some games, act like you don't know and get split down to your brain. Lyrical genius, whack shit, I chunk a deuce. Hennessy is all I'm drinking, goose and pineapple juice. All up in your girl face, she like me cause I don't trip. Smoke her out at the house, act a fool between them hips. Send her home still dripping, that nigga still bitching. Never knew his bitch was witching, that she could split with pimping. I'm just a dog, maybe that's what keep her coming back. Who that? That's me, big baby, fat man.
Been in the field, you can't see here. Do you think that we care about them? It's real life, so don't go there. So what you saying when you real down here? I stay fresh, stay for my grill. We been talking about big boy real. You throw it off, it's tails that you live. Now do you think they want to learn that thing?
Fill up my cup with some Hennessy, with no chaser, that drove flavor. Taste like Skittles and Lifesaver. I'm so major, the specialist ain't none greater. Bound to erase ya, gas and load as soon as I blaze ya. I'm second to none, Atlanta finest, that's the truth. If you want it, then bring it. Weak ass rapper, this is for you. There's never no pity. If the lyrical chop explodes the booth, turning my city and witness the murderous nigga and the things these bitches do. Like this fine ass bitch, she had that monster fine head. If it was a freak, cause I wanted to fuck, but she wanted to suck my dick instead. After her nuts, she got to go, that's part of the game. Young Dig, shut up a mall about my bread and stack on my chain. On the dead, nigga, I know you cowards ain't talking to me.
Love this song right here, man. 2009. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show.
You're my baby, my lover, my lady, all mine. You make me want you, it drives me crazy. I feel like you were made just for me, baby.
Maybe I should perform this for y'all.
Tell me if you feel the same way, 'cause it just feels so right.
Shut up, you damn haters.
I don't wanna waste no time. If I had to choose, I know I'm gonna always choose to be with you. 'Cause girl, don't you know? Girl, don't you know you're so beautiful.
Welcome back to the show. Throwback Thursday, 2009. This is the Doug Stewart Show. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Story out there, Seattle Seahawks, Richard Sherman, man. In an interview, kind of like a press conference at OTAs, Seattle Seahawks cornerback Richard Sherman said that he did not request a trade this offseason and that he has a fantastic relationship with quarterback Russell Wilson. Here's a quote. It's just a conversation that they have every year, Sherman said. I guess it's this year. More people know about it. It's a conversation they have every year. Everybody's open. Everybody's available. They just made sure I knew and you guys found out, pretty open about it. It was never a situation where anybody asked for it. It was just a conversation. So pretty much if you read the story that's out there, man, this cat goes on and on about this scenario where they've been talking about for the last couple of months that he's available in the free market once again, or available for a trade, and that he doesn't think that there was ever a point where they were really going to trade him. They still got some differences and some problems in that locker room because of what happened in that Super Bowl a couple of years ago, which I feel him. He's saying he's moved past that. The point, what the situation I'm talking about is in the Super Bowl when they called a pass play as opposed to just giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch, and they lost the damn Super Bowl to the Patriots. That's going to linger on forever and ever. I remember when that happened, and the day after we came in and talked about it, man, kind of the same way this situation with the Falcons are going right now. And how do you mentally get over giving away a Super Bowl? And that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's not about losing. It's about giving it away. You gave the game away. And psychology, the psychology of the thing is, man, that they have a tough time, the defense in particular, of moving on from that. You get very few opportunities. Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl, in his rookie year? Or was it his second year? And everybody thought they were going to just go back and go to Super Bowl after Super Bowl, and he was going to win all these damn rings, and he never even got back. So when you get the opportunity to win a Super Bowl, man, and you blow it, you give it away like that, and especially an emotional person like Richard Sherman, man, it's going to linger. And I'm just hoping that doesn't happen to the Falcons this year, man, but I would not be surprised at all if it did. Also in Ohio, Berea, Ohio, defensive end Myles Garrett, the first pick in the draft this year, hurt his foot during minicamp. He missed practice time in the offseason as well for an undisclosed issue that's not supposed to be that serious. But he got injured. They're not saying to the degree and how bad of an injury it is, but you hate to hear things like that for the young man, first of all. But second of all, it makes you think that, damn, I mean, the Cleveland Browns are freaking cursed. They're cursed. They got possum luck. So maybe this isn't a big story at all, but I just thought it was interesting and something that we should at least bring up. Also, the Houston Texans head coach Bill O'Brien has said that Tom Savage is the team's number one quarterback. And guess who agrees with that? Star wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. And he said that he's earned the role. Here's a quote. I like his leadership, Hopkins said, from last year when he wasn't playing on the field. He was still showing up, talking to guys, telling us what we should do, helping us like he was the starting quarterback. Now that he's got that role, it's no surprise to anybody on the field that he deserves that role. He has earned it, not just from playing, but from the chemistry he has built in the locker room from everybody. Now, you know that they drafted Deshaun Watson out of Clemson. So Deshaun's going to be the quarterback. And remember, DeAndre Hopkins went to Clemson as well. Did they play together? No, they couldn't have played together. But I'm sure, as most people probably as well, that Deshaun Watson is going to end up being the starting quarterback for this team very early in this season. He may start the season up. This is just summer, and this is just OTAs, these little mini camps or whatever. But when they get in there in August, and if he's even remotely close to giving you on the field what this Savage kid can, then he's going to start. And definitely by midway through the season, if they're in contention as well, he's going to get an opportunity because the Savage kid is going to struggle. We see this year in and year out in this type of scenario. And we'll see if Hopkins gets on that board, and I'm sure he will, being a Clemson alum as well. Lastly, Randy Moss, in an interview, a news conference to introduce him to the Vikings Ring of Honor, just went on and on, man, and praised Denny Green for taking a chance on him. And he will be a part of the Minnesota Vikings Ring of Fame going on next year. I don't believe that they actually retire their number. Falcons have the same thing, but they don't retire the Falcons players' numbers as well. We talked about this a couple of days ago when it was talked about if Mike Vick and Roddy White are going to go in this Ring of Honor in the stadium. They don't retire the numbers per se, but they put them up there in the ring as kind of like Hall of Fame type players, and they honor them with a ceremony usually during a game at halftime or whatever in that particular year. So the same thing's going to happen with Randy Moss this year with the Minnesota Vikings. And man, it couldn't happen to a better player. Y'all know how I feel about Randy Moss, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Randy Moss might be all around football players, not just wide receivers. Randy Moss to me is the best wide receiver I've ever seen in my life. If you're new to the show, you never heard this, you stumbled upon the Doug Stewart Show, never heard me on the Two Live Stews back in the day. Randy Moss is the best wide receiver I've ever seen. I take Randy Moss before I take Jerry Rice. And I know that's blasphemy to a lot of y'all, but that's my opinion. That's my opinion. And when you talk about football player in general, skill-wise, athleticism, what they did to the game, Randy Moss wrecked the game. So you're talking about guys like Lawrence Taylor, Deion Sanders. When you're talking about all-around, complete football players, I guess the conversation is athlete and the athleticism, man. That Randy Moss, man, was so special. You talk about a joy to watch, like Durant said about Kyrie, an absolute joy to watch. they're probably going to shaft him and keep him out of the Hall of Fame, in his first year for the possibility of being inducted. But that's a sham. Man, this Randy Moss dude, I absolutely love watching the dude. One last thing, I thought I was done. But one last thing, man, the Washington Redskins and D'Angelo Hall have agreed to cut his salary in half so that he can remain with the team. He had been scheduled to make $4.25 million this season, but is now going to make $2.3 million. Sources are saying with D'Angelo Hall. Remember, he got hurt last year after, I think it was Game 3, tore his ACL, and, has rehabbed and come back, and I guess he's good enough to play that this is even a discussion. Like, I thought D'Angelo Hall would be done. His career would be done. How many years has he been in the league? You listen to the Doug Stewart Show. D'Angelo Hall has been in the NFL. They don't have the exact years, but he's 33 years old. He doesn't play cornerback anymore. They moved him to safety. He's been around so long. D'Angelo Hall has made a lot of money in the NFL. Remember, he was like the Falcons' first-round draft pick when he came out, and that's another conversation. Atlanta people have a love-hate relationship with D'Angelo Hall. D'Angelo Hall was a skilled defensive back. That's why he got so much love. That's why he continues to be on NFL rosters. Because that dude, quickness, man, his shuttle run probably was world record. That dude was quick and fast as hell. He would break on balls like crazy. But D'Angelo Hall got a second big deal by the Falcons, I'm pretty sure of. Remember, he got a big-ass deal when he went to Oakland. And then he got another big-ass deal when he went to Washington. He may have gotten 2 big-ass deals when he went to Washington. And D'Angelo wasn't bashful about telling you how great of a player he was. A lot of Atlanta people hated D'Angelo Hall. I actually love D'Angelo Hall because I love shit talkers. I do. Right. Man. Cats used to crap on D'Angelo Hall here in this city, man. They hated D'Angelo. And he used to get these little silly, unsportsmanlike conduct calls or whatever when he played for the Falcons and put the team in a bad situation. I agree. I mean, a lot of that stuff was silly. Kind of like the same things Odell Beckham Jr. does. That type of stuff. But D'Angelo Hall was a player. D'Angelo Hall was a player. That ninja would break on the ball like Dion. So he's had a great career, man. It's going to continue another year, it looks like, with the Washington Redskins. All right, when we get back from the break, let's jump in the chat room, read more of your chat. Hour number 3, we call it the Power Hour. You can also call the show at 404-382-0338. Don't go away. The realest, true sports and guy talk show in America, the Doug Stewart Show.